Alright, so Korbo had been asking me about commentating his matches, so I'm going to try to spend as much time as I can with this one. So we got Korbo on Mighty Fox, Ferdinand on Walking Cat. I'm going to try to go through this one as much as I can because I know that we were talking about this. So I don't know what this round start is. I think that you really shouldn't. All right, so round start I think here is very important, right? Like Walking Cat, he just goes for neutral jump, which I don't know what this would have done here. This might have just been like, new player YOLO stuff right here. And yeah, obviously you don't want to jump this high up. You don't want to do a jump attack that high up because you're never gonna land anything. That never do this. Did never do what he just did on Tricky Fox. Never actually go two jabs into like you have all the time in the world to hit confirm this. Don't do that. Don't do crouching heavy. If you do this, you will get punished by anyone else. Don't do it. That's why you see most players, who are, really good at Mighty Fox, they don't do this. Generally speaking, they run two jabs and they go for an overhead, right? Because there's a gap there, and if they try to do anything, you get smacked. You just don't do this unless you got a hit. See, now he gets a hit, so now you get the special, but you don't do it on block. So obviously that's just an error in hit confirm. In this situation, I don't really understand why he never didn't do anything here. I think this is more of a player mentality thing than anything else. He should have gone for overhead here. He should have immediately meatied overhead. He would have gotten it. I promise you. This player would not have blocked it. Instead, he's just holding back. And I say this a lot about Korbo's play, is that he needs to put the gas on. That's what I'm saying in the video. Because you can clearly tell that his execution is there and that he knows how to do the combos, but he's not putting enough effort into opening up his opponent. Like, in any of these situations, Walking Cat is one of the most stubby characters in the game, like, right next to Magic Squirrel, right? Walking Cat is only better than Magic Squirrel because of his combo potential, right? He can, very much should, be going for overhead, should be going for jab pressure, all these things that are not happening in this situation. Like, there's no reason to be very close to this character. Mighty Fox can hit this far. Walking Cat can hit like this. Like right here, at most. Do you see the range difference that we're talking about? Like, his jab will go this far, and Mighty Fox can punish you from all the fucking way over here. At worst. Right? This is, just a matter of understanding where your character can open people up. Maybe he's just worried about getting counter hit, but there is a genuine range advantage that you have here.
Just keep checking this.
Just keep checking them. Okay, see, overhead doesn't get anything. You can get follow-ups off of your overhead. You very much should be. And there's no reason to dash into his face either. This match is about to explode. Yeah, they do have Christmas skins for you.
Wow, gets the parry. The parry is
yeah, it gets a combo. Only because, Ferdinand did a very poorly timed parry, but good, right? You can tell that Korbo spends a lot of time in the lab. Here we go.
Right.
Yeah, it's really just a matter of confirms, but not just confirms. It's just like confirming is when you get an opening, right? But the problem is that he doesn't really do anything to begin with. Confirming is when you get a jab and you do, your next strength and you get a special and you get a combo, right? That part doesn't even begin to happen here yet. And in this situation, where he goes into full Rekka and just doesn't punish it, like, doing a jab here is probably not the best idea. You could probably just go for standing heavy, right? You could just go for standing heavy into special and you would have gotten a combo here.
Those are the types of things that'll make me throw a bird knuckle at the wall.
Bird knuckle. Okay, once again, going for bad moves in neutral. Bird knuckle.
Korbo's defense still holds
It's opened up.
pretty well.
That doesn't do anything.
Unable to properly confirm that.
Gets a combo.
Meter gets punished as a result. Ferdinand on the roast right now. Mix up.
Goes for low jab when the clearly blocking.
Footsies. Right.
Solid cross up. What are we looking at here? Point it out to me.
Unable to properly confirm that. Loses meter gets punished as a result. Ferdinand on the roast right now. Mix up. Nope. Look, this is a bunch of lights. Well, footsies. All right.
the footsies, the nooch. The nooch,
Okay,
everybody.
yeah. Gets the combo. You know, like, when he goes for the best, like, when he gets a very obvious starter on his jabs, like, he does it, right? But there needs to be more than that. There needs to be a little more than that. I don't really see a cross-up L. I'm not really sure I see it. Oh, this? I mean, yeah, it's a good idea, but he obviously blocks it, right? Goes for it, gets a small combo. Like, this is smart, but yeah, he just gets hit by standing light. It's a good idea, right? It doesn't really get executed upon particularly well. Anyway, we know that he wins this match.
It's an iconic pose.
Okay, so check it out. Round start. Go for Rekka.
Iconic pose.
It's very funny.
Yes, it is.
Doesn't really get anything off of that because of how far it knocks away. That was a very mistimed parry.
I want to see plank from it and then you do that pose.
Okay, good parry. Like, just fishing for parries, though, but he doesn't really get any follow-ups on it. You can tell that, you know, Ferdinand isn't particularly familiar with the character.
We've made certain dreams reality.
Okay, good damage, good damage. Has to make him burst. See, Korbo understands the combos, like, but here in these neutral situations, he's just standing still. That's kind of what worries me.
Game about internet picture animals. All right, here we go.
You should kill him right here,
That's
right?
a meter. That's a kill.
Yeah.
That is a kill. I'm a dream around here.
What is Korbo? Yeah,
Peyton.
Korbo is yeah, he keeps telling me he's gonna get 5th place, but he's doing pretty well.
Okay, so,
He'll get it.
like, I keep seeing it, and I guess I've already said it, don't do crouching medium when you don't get the hit, right? Or crouching heavy. Don't do crouching heavy at all when you don't get the hit. It's just, you're setting yourself up for failure, because if anybody, like, jab checks you, they get a full combo.
Just about to get there.
It's not a very good idea.
Definitely appreciate everybody tuning in.
No extension. He could have gotten a flash kick off of that, I think.
In terms of streaming, so please tell your
Nice.
friends to turn in. Come on down.
That's a good parry, but no follow-up.
Next contestant. The patient.
Yeah, they're just
not
feeling each
able
other
to-
out.
At that range with the frame advantage, just submit the jab and do 2H. Well, yeah, right? Like, the thing about it is that he's so hugely negative that you could do anything, right, and win for it. Like, at that situation, like, right there,
Next contestant.
like, where he just goes for YOLO, punish him. He's literally wide open in this situation. Don't do it in neutral at all. It's just not a good idea.
Yeah, they're just feeling
Okay, so he
each
opens
other
up, gets a
out,
combo,
right?
you know,
Though Korbo,
standard Mighty Fox affair.
He's just waiting for every.
Whiffs it, a little too late. Okay,
Again.
Ferdinand doesn't hold back long enough anyway.
Okay, again, counter hit out of super.
Korbo is like jabbing,
Guys,
but not really
block
paying.
button.
He's like kind of on autopilot with that jab.
Block button. Okay, wow, this is a reliable B&B.
Okay, good combo.
It is very reliable.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, Korbo.
All
right.
is cra-
On.
And that's the end of that. So yeah, I mean, if I had to give feedback specifically to Korbo, like, don't do this. Don't ever do crouching heavy in the neutral. It's not a good idea on Mighty Fox. He's insanely, like, negative. Yeah, exactly, right? Third Strike knows what I'm talking about. In this situation, one of the differences between Bad Dog and Mighty Fox is that Bad Dog, his standing heavy when it's blocked creates a lot of space, right? So if the character like Walking Cat is on the other side, he just doesn't get a reliable punish. He recovers very quickly, and it creates a lot of space because that move extends out in front of him. But in Mighty Fox's case, his hurt box is moved with him at the same time. So if he gets blocked, he's immediately opened up, right? He's he takes a lot more time to recover, and his hurt boxes move forward with him. So there's a lot more chances for stubby characters like Walking Cat to actually go ahead and do it. So, in this, if you really want to like jab pressure somebody, you could do standing heavy instead of crouch heavy. Bad Dog does standing heavy in these situations, and he gets decent space for him to do his stuff, right? Go for overhead, buffer special, anything like that. But don't crouching heavy in the neutral on Mighty Fox. I feel like that is just the simplest way I can put it, right? Instead, you should just go for your crouching lights, and try to bait them into eating an overhead, and when you get those overheads, actually go for the combo. Because I've been seeing more than a few overheads that just don't get combo follow-ups. That's really all I would say about this match.